Welcome to this studio recorder video from the American Printing House for the Blind. I'm your host, Rob Meredith, a software developer here at APH. Today, we'll show you how to remove unwanted pauses from your recordings. I've prepared a demo file for this video. Let's listen to it now. This is a document with unusually long pauses between sentences. We will use this document as a test case for the Compress Pauses feature. We hope you enjoyed this demonstration. As you can see, the pauses in this document are quite long. One way to deal with long pauses is to find them and remove them by hand. To find them, you could do it the hard way, such as listen to the document all the way through and deal with pauses as you hear them. Or, if you can see the wave view, you could look for gaps in the wave view and delete pauses. Or you could use Studio Recorder to help you find long pauses by use of the next section command. The next section command finds pauses that are at least 1.9 seconds long by default, so it's very helpful for finding long pauses. Let's try the next section command, accessed with Alt down arrow. I'll press it now. Then I'll press the post roll command, period, to see where we landed. We will use this document as a test case. Sounds like we're at the beginning of the second sentence. Let's press the pre-roll command, comma, and we can hear that the pre-roll plays the tail end of the previous sentence. So we are, in fact, at the end of the first long pause. To edit this pause out by hand, first press the right bracket, or the end of selection command. We start with the end because we're at the end of the pause rather than the beginning. Then we use scrub back, Control F11, until we hit the end of the previous sentence. Okay, there's the end of the previous sentence. Then we scrub forward a little bit, perhaps 5 times, because we don't want to delete the entire pause. And then we press the left bracket to set the beginning of the selection. And we have our pause marked. We could then delete the pause with Shift Delete, which is the crossfade delete command. It's better to use crossfade delete here because the crossfade delete command minimizes pops that can occur when deleting content. So we press Shift Delete, and we then listen to the result by pressing /, which is the pre-post roll command. Usually long pauses between sentences. We will use this document as a test case for... Okay. It's a little short, but our pause has in fact been removed. We could go back and edit this pause to make it a little bit longer, but instead, let's try a different approach. I'll hit Control Z to undo, C to clear the selection, and Control Home to move back to the beginning of the document. Another way to mark pauses for deletion is by using what I call flyby selecting. This is where you actually make a selection while the document plays and hope that you got it right. If you didn't get it right, you can change the selection or try again. First, let's listen to the pause to get an idea of timing. This is a document with unusually long pauses between sentences. We will use this document as... Okay, now, this time, as the document plays, we will select. This is a document with unusually long pauses between sentences. Left bracket. Right bracket. We will use this document as a test case. Okay, so as the document played, I marked, hopefully, the pause. We can listen to what the deletion would sound like by using the question mark, which is the preview delete command. Usually long pauses between sentences. We will use this document as a test case. Okay, that sounds pretty good. And if we wanted to, we could delete the content as before with Shift Delete. I'm going to clear the selection, however, in preparation for another demonstration. A final way to deal with long pauses is to have Studio Recorder remove them for you. There is a command on the process menu called Compress Pauses, which does just that. Let's try it. We hit Alt-P for the process menu,
Insert silence.
and P
Leaving menus 50.
for the Compress Pauses dialog. And we're presented with a dialog where we can enter parameters on how we wish to compress pauses.
Compress pauses I left parent 1-100% right parent colon edit 50.
The first value is the percentage of the pauses you want to remove. The default is 50%, meaning that pauses will be cut in half.
Ignore pauses shorter than left parent MS right parent.
It's also important to specify what you want to do with shorter pauses. In this case, we ignore pauses which are less than 250 milliseconds. This field makes it possible to ignore pauses which should exist, such as short pauses during a sentence. We'll leave this set at 250 milliseconds.
Threshold left parent DP 0 for navigation. Threshold right parent colon edit 0.
The next field is the noise threshold of your document. You can either type in a value here or leave the value at 0. 0 indicates that you wish to use the setting which is set in the Navigation tab of the Settings dialog.
Fade edges at deletion points checkbox checked.
This checkbox is basically a crossfade delete for this feature. We'll leave this checked.
Length of fade left parent MS right parent colon edit 50.
And the length of fade is the time used for the crossfade delete, and in this case it's 50 milliseconds, which we will also use as the default. Let's press enter and see what happens.
Compress pauses demo.wav. 2 pauses compressed.
We were told that 2 pauses were compressed. Let's listen to the document to see how it sounds. This is a document with unusually long pauses between sentences. We will use this document as a test case for the compress pauses feature. We hope you enjoyed this demonstration. We see it sounds better, but it sounds kind of formal with relatively long pauses. Let's try again. We'll hit undo, move back to the beginning, and hit Alt-P followed by P again.
Leaving menus 50.
This time, we'll use 75% as a percentage to compress of each pause. So we type 75 and press enter.
Compress pauses demo.wav. 2 pauses compressed.
We are again informed that 2 pauses were compressed. Let's listen. This is a document with unusually long pauses between sentences. We will use this document as a test case for the compress pauses feature. We hope you enjoyed this demonstration. That sounds pretty good. This has been a Studio Recorder video from the American Printing House for the Blind.